Hello again, welcome to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk, digitalmotorsports.com and Pineapple Grips. So this is it, the final race of round 6 of our BMW VGT Concept Cup. This is what it's all come down to. Wadru leading it by from Thomas, I should say. So it's they're the two really in the championship. Who's going to be champion at the end of this? Well, watch and Wolf, and you'll find out. So this is it. 30 minutes. Pit stop, fuel change, fuel stop as well in here. Tyres, as you can see from the guys, quite a few starting with the mediums, couple with the super softs. That's Chand and Chuck. So we'll see how they go. So from the top, then it's a reverse grid. It's Molson, pole position, Unforgiven second, Chand third, Jerry fourth, Rodders fifth, Chuck in sixth, Thomas seventh, Paul in eighth, Too Fast for Use in ninth, and Wadru in 10th. We've actually lost Ginger for race 2, so only the 10 cars here, and so that's it. See how this goes then. So Molson to lead them off from the front, revs are up, lights are on, and away we go. And again, the guys off to a good start. Molson takes him down to turn 1. Chand having a look already. Chand, remember, super sauce for Chand, and he's up there. So Chand has got the lead already in turn 1. It didn't take him very long, did it? So we've seen what Chand's been doing in his championship, and he's come on really strong at the end of it. Picked up some really good points. Just a bit too late in the day for him to be challenging for to be the champion here, but done well in these last few rounds. We know kind of what his strategy is. Starts with the super sauce, runs them for as long as he can, and then changes to the mediums for the last 10 minutes. He might prove me wrong, but pretty sure that's the strategy he runs. Molson in second then. He's on the mediums. He won't be able to stick with Chand. And watch for Chuck, of course, who's in fourth. There's the other one on the super softs. Jerry just holding him off at the moment in third. But there's Chuck in fourth. So watch for Chuck. Oh, and who's out in the background? That's Thomas. Terrible from Thomas. I was going to say a terrible start, but actually he was at the back, wasn't he, at the start, because it was a reverse grid, and Chuck, we did have a look at Jerry, but didn't quite get there. Unforgiven a bit squiggly in the background, but yeah, big hit from Thomas back there on the barriers. Chuck, though, still fighting with Jerry. He's up the inside, I think, is Chuck. Should be. Yeah, he gets there, second place, so now you've got Chand and Chuck then, the two with the super softs out in front. So I expect to see them clear off. Molson dropped all the way down to 6th, was in second, wasn't he? So he's had something happen there to drop him back all the way down. I think he just got, maybe just got himself into the midst of the battle. And that's what happens. Jerry then, and Paul actually, he's got himself up in the third. So Paul has got himself through and up into third place, being chased by Unforgiven. Oh, he looks at the inside. Unforgiven's going to have a look up there, surely. Yes, he does. Runs wide though. Paul's going to have him back again. He does, up to third place. Jerry also having a look at Unforgiven. And he's got there. So Jerry's through to fourth. So he's following Paul through. Unforgiven though, right up behind him with Thomas. We've got up to 6th actually, so he has gained a few spots from that big hit that he had earlier. And then Wadru as well is up the inside. Here he is, up to 5th already, is Wadru from the back. And he's chasing down. It doesn't take long actually to get yourself into the slip, and you can just drift past the cars in front. So Wadru then, 5th place. Thomas 6th, so he's going to try and stick with Wadru, but that's not what he wanted. Didn't want Wadru in front of him. Not even after 3.5 minutes. So he needs him behind him, and he needs him not to finish to stand any sort of chance of lifting that trophy of the championship. But anyway, Wadru now attacking Paul. He's got himself to fourth, so he's got up to Jerry, and Thomas has got past Jerry as well. And Thomas has got past Wadru. Or has he? No, he hasn't. He's just run a bit wide. And they're fighting hard, these 2 and 3, and Jerry's going to have a look as well, and Jerry does get up the inside of both of them as well, and he gets there, full place. Good move from Jerry, little gap opening up. We thought, yeah, I'll have that, thanks very much. Gets through. Thomas is now up in the front of Wadru as well. So say a bit of fuel saving will have to take place here from some of these guys. Thomas up the inside of Jerry. It was a hard move, but fair. He really does want to get away from Wadru as far as he possibly can. Does Thomas. Chand and Chuck, as you would expect, clearing off in front, but they're looking pretty close too up there. Thomas though in fourth, trying to chase down Paul. Jerry still battling it out with Wadru, but Wadru still in 6th place behind Jerry. Too fast as well is in the mix here. Right up behind, there's Lot as well, with Molson just off the back of him. So Molson from pole position. Looked like he got quite a good start. Let it go at turn 1 with Chan, but he was on the super soft, so he didn't really have any chance of keeping in behind him, but then just got beat up a little bit, didn't he, in the pack, and all the way back down to 8th now. So we'll see how the strategies go with the stops, etc. See if he can work his magic there, come out, gain a few spots. But he's being hounded by Unforgiven in 9th, and then Rodders at the back in 10th. Unforgiven though. Let's just have a look at the leaders and see how they're getting on. So yeah, still Chand out there with Chuck behind him. Not really catching him, is he, Chuck? But I think he'll probably just stick with Chand and go with what he's going to do. Keep watching and we'll find out. Thomas there in 3rd place. He's pushing hard, is Thomas, and he's got in front of Paul. So up to 3rd place is Thomas. Runs wide there though. Right, that's fine. No problem there. Paul 4th, Jerry 5th. And Too Fast has also got past Wadru, so Wadru back to 7th. So come round turn 1 now. Through the S's. Too Fast, looking really quick through there, right at the back of Jerry now, pushing him along. Can he get him down here at the left-hander? I think he can. He can. Good move. Too Fast through to 5th then. Past Jerry. He's chasing down Paul. Looks like he's got the pace to do it. Oh, he nearly tanked the back of Paul there, just lost his braking marker there, and Jerry's going to go up the inside, and Wadru's going to have him too. No, he doesn't. Too Fast has got there, 5th place still. But yeah, nearly tanked the back of Paul there, coming really hot. Missed his braking and could have been disaster for both of them, but worked out okay. So 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th all battling it out here then. So come round the right hander, double apex. Wadru then, oh, he gets out of shape, and so does Jerry. I think he lost it. There he is out on the grass. Thought I see him going off. I think it was just Wadru just put him off a bit there, and he just kind of slid himself back to 10th. Goes Jerry, so right to the back. It's unfortunate. He's having a good race with Jerry, right in it, battled out with everybody. He just loses it at a bad time. Wadru meantime, still trying to chase down Too Fast. Quite get there. Too Fast still chasing down Paul with Molson just off the back of them in 7th. Unforgiven 8th. Rodders in 9th. There's Thomas in 3rd place now. He's just getting away from Paul and the rest. He's going to try and put a little bit of a gap between him and the others. He's not going to catch the super soft boys, but if he can get himself on a bit of a strategy where he can get himself in and out, he might be able to get himself up the top there, because remember, the other guys have got to go onto their mediums, the two in front of him, so if he can get as close as he can to them, and actually if he can come in at the same time, maybe come out, he's got every chance being on the supers when he comes out to get past them. That's what he needs, maximum points here really, because Wadru's down in 6th, so that's going to be good enough for him to take that championship. All the time he's moving, Wadru's pretty much got it. All Thomas can do is just go out there and just race his race, do what he can, push as hard as he can, and get what he can ultimately at the end of the day, and can't do no more than that really. As he goes round the double apex right-handers. Let's just have a look at the leaders here. Chuck in 2nd there. There's Chan just going out of shot. So there's your 2 up top. Pulling away from Chuck a little bit, isn't he, Chan? Chuck just can't quite get onto the back of him, but all the time he's got him in his sights. Good enough for Chuck. So head round that final bend to complete lap 5. There's Thomas in the background coming round now. So Chan then 1st, Chuck 2nd, Thomas 3rd. Wadru 4th, he's got past Paul, so Paul's down to 5th, so he's got up there as Wadru somehow, he's got past, so something's happened because he got himself up past Paul into 4th place now, so is Paul fuel saving maybe? Paul's on the back of him though, trying to keep with Wadru. Tighter line from Paul, really hugging them curbs. Almost got through there, but not quite. Wadru still got it, 4th place. Naturally, we've lost Too Fast, haven't we? Just looked at the tower down the left and he's gone. So that's why it all looked a bit strange in different positions of people. Something's happened. He's retired as Too Fast, and so we're down to 9 cars now. It's unfortunate from Too Fast, so we won't be getting any points in this race. Wadru 4th, Paul 5th. We've got Molson and Unforgiven with a little battle here. Unforgiven having a look at Molson. Rodder's just behind them. Molson in 6th place. Unforgiven tight around now. So we come up to halfway through this race. Remember, I don't think anybody's stopped yet. So they're running quite a while on these mediums. They've got to run at least 10 minutes, as we know by now. So that's obviously gone past. So everyone can start coming in. The pit window is open. Unforgiven then, chasing down Molson. Oh, better drive through there, did Unforgiven. He's right behind him now. He's going to surely attack him up here at the final bend. Wider line from Unforgiven. Now the switchback. No, he's going to stick wide, but Molson's covering it. And Wadru's gone in, so the championship leader, the first one to blink, the first one in the pits for his stop. Oh, Too Fast is still there, sorry, apologies to Too Fast. So something just must have really happened for him he must have had a big off to go all the way back down to 9th, so apologies. False information, I couldn't see him on the tower, but he was there. But he's right the way down into 9th, so that's why. Let's go back to this battle then for a second. Wadru's done his stop then. He's out again, so now he's going to be attacking on his super softs. So Unforgiven, talking about attacking, he's not giving up on Molson, is he? And Rodders is now come to join the party, and he's onto the back of these as well. So a little three-way dice coming in here. Ooh, back end nearly went there on Unforgiven, but controlled it well. It's really still pushing Molson along here. A lot more drive through them bends from Unforgiven. Molson, as he lost the place. Oh, cut off the nose of Unforgiven there, but fair as you like. That's what you call defending. Molson with a great bit of car control around there then. Still covering it, doing everything he can to keep, well, these two behind him really. One's wide there, those little gap, little opportunity. No, again, cuts the nose off of Unforgiven. So what a battle this is for 5th and 6th. Don't think anyone else has come in yet. I think it's only Wadru still who's first one. Unforgiven's going to have a look now. And again, Molson covers well. So good driving. Not much fuel in these cars now. Must be due to come in soon. I'll be surprised if they don't come in now, or maybe one more and he runs wide. There's Molson. That's going to allow Unforgiven past, and he does get there. Unforgiven. Yeah, so a little error from Molson just allowed Unforgiven past. Oh, but now there's a little error by Unforgiven, or was that just a way of stopping him getting past? But they all dive in, so all three of them. Unforgiven pulls in as well. Rodders, Molson, so there's 4 in there now. Thomas has stayed out, so Thomas still in 3rd, chasing down the leaders. So there's Unforgiven, everyone's come in pretty much. Let's go back to the leaders, and in fact Chuck has taken up the lead. Look at this. So sorry Chuck missed the move, but Chuck's there. He's got past Chand. So was that a mistake from Chand? Oh no, actually it wasn't, was it? We see it. He actually got past him, didn't he, Chuck? But he's pulled away, and he really is going for it, is Chuck. Look at this from the Pie Man. Superb. But he should be in, I would have thought, at the end of this lap to change. Remember, he's going to be changing onto the mediums with Chand. There's not got a lot of fuel left, and nor is Chand, so about the same really in terms of what they've got left in the tank and the tyre situation. In fact, Chand's probably got worse tyres than what Chuck has in terms of wear. So can't see them going around for another lap now. I think that's it. These two will be in, so let's have a look and see what gap is. Back to Thomas, and he's fairly close. So Thomas, having said that, he's only got a few minutes left on these tyres. He's got to go on to super soft, so will he follow them in, or is he gonna go around one more time maybe? Well, we'll see. Let's just go back to the leaders just to see what they do as they come around these final sectors. So Truck then, and they're squiggling all over the place, and there's the tyres, isn't it? As the car gets lighter, as I say, just makes them even more difficult to control. So here we go then, as they head round the final bend. Is Chuck going to dive in? He must do. He surely won't get another lap out. No, he does. And likewise Chan, I would have thought he does. So now Thomas, yes, he's following him as well. So the 3 leaders are in. So now let's go back to Too Fast, who's got himself up to 4th. So it's all changed, isn't it? So my goodness me, He was down in, what, 9th, and he's got himself up to 4th. What's happened there? This must just be all the changes of the pits, etc. So too fast then. He's obviously been in, hasn't he? So that's what it was. So I'm not doing too well here, am I? That's what it was. That's what dropped him down. He's gone in. Didn't see him go in. So too fast takes up the lead then. So here's your leader. I assumed he'd been in an incident and got himself all the way back there in 9th, but of course he's been in and then come out, hasn't he? And look at this, has it paid off? There's the boys behind him, but they're the medium boys. So too fast might have victory here, you know. I'm going to shout it out there now, and we're only, what, 19 minutes into this one. But the fact that he's on super softs and the ones behind are on mediums, they're not going to keep with him. There's no way. So if he can keep it clean right the way to the end, then he's got a real good chance. Oh, and Chan, he makes a mistake, and it's going to allow Paul and Thomas to get past him. So Chan all the way back down to 5th, and that's just the mediums, isn't it? They're just cold and just hasn't got that heat in them yet, and that's allowed him, well, that's made a mistake from Chan. So unfortunate. So anyway, Chuck in 2nd, Paul 3rd, Thomas 4th, Chan 5th, Rodders in 6th. And where's Wadru gone? Has he made a mistake with his fuel? You know, I think he has. There's Unforgiven in 7th, and Molson in 8th. And there's Wadru, so he has made a mistake. Did he make an error? Or has he just come in? I don't know. I'm all over the place on this one, guys. I'm really sorry, but anyway, he's down there in 9th, so this could be the opportunity for Thomas. He's certainly going to pick up more points, isn't he? But runs a bit wide, there's Molson. I think the excitement's got to me. Last race of the season. It's been a long, hard season for these boys, and I think it's gone to my brain a little bit, but apologies. But you can see what's happening anyway. You don't need me really to tell you. But hope you're enjoying it anyway, the entertainment here on this channel. Remember, please like and subscribe to it. And I'll get these videos out as quick as I can. Molson then goes rounds wide, so there's a little place back for Wadru up to 8th. So it's not what Thomas wanted to see, but anyway, he's well up there in 3rd anyway, isn't he? So let's go back to the top, just have a look to see what's happening. So too fast in 1st. He's got a nice gap now with no one in front of him, obviously, and no one behind him. And we've got Paul in 2nd, so he's made his way up there into 2nd place. And these are all the boys that have stopped now, fueled up. Got the new tyres on and away they go. Thomas in 3rd. Can Thomas get himself up in his 2nd place? I mean, Paul's not really fighting for this championship this time around, so really, if he's got a lot more pace, Thomas that is, than Paul, you know, he could let him go past, because he's one who's fighting for the championship at the end of the day, isn't he, Thomas? But well, let's see if he gets close enough for that to happen. And there's Thomas then in 3rd, Chand in 4th. So another good outing from Chand. Chuck in 5th, so after leading it before the stop, Chuck's down to 5th now, which is good still, but I think he probably was hoping for a little bit more than that. But that's what happens. Sometimes they pays off with the mediums, at other times it depends on the track and the conditions, of course, and I don't think they're quite right for them tyres, because Rodders is closing in fast behind Chuck now, and he could be losing a place here, or maybe 2, with Unforgiven sniffing around behind Rodders as well. And Wadru is also there in 8th, so Rodders then chasing down Chuck as we head into these last 7 minutes. It's just a matter of time, isn't it? Gives him a little tap, so he's going to get him along here for sure. I would have thought by the end of this straight into turn 1, Rodders will be having a go. Certainly have a look anyway. I don't know if he's far enough up there to have a go. He is. He's passed him. There you go. Rodders into 5th place. Easy as you like. Chuck giving plenty of room as well. Well played, Chuck. And he's going to lose another spot, I think, to Unforgiven, because he's up there too. He's right on the back of him now. So Rodders through to 5th. Chuck still 6th. Unforgiven 7th. Wadru as well in a full pedal through there. And Wadru got good drive. Now he's attacking Unforgiven. There's 4 here. So actually, Chuck's fighting back a little bit, but Unforgiven around the outside. Wadru up the inside, and look at this, door to door. It's close racing. Rodders is still there, Chuck's still in 6th. Unforgiven still holding off Wadru. Superb racing here from the Ultimate Racing League. Absolutely fantastic from the League 1 boys. And Wadru up the inside. Has he got there? He has, I think. Oh, Unforgiven's not giving it to him. Now he's going to be in the inside and through the S's. No, he's still there on the outside. He goes a bit right, this Wadru. But he's got him here surely now. And he's going to have Chuck as well at the same time. He's going to take 2 at once. He's Wadru. He has. He's taken both Chuck and Unforgiven. In fact, Chuck's dropped all the way back down to 8th. Lost a couple of spots there. Rodders, though, in the meantime, just ahead of them. Oh, and he runs wide too. Bit lock up there on the brakes. It's going to allow Chan a bit of time just to pull away again. In the last 5 minutes of the race, I'm losing my breath. I'm losing my mind as well in this one. And actually, as I promised on race 1, I did say I'd let you know what the the next championship was about. It's actually going to be a mixed manufacturer next time. So not like this. It's not going to be all the same. It's going to be whatever you like in the GT3 category. And you can have teammates, you can be independent, but the main difference is that you're actually going to be GT3s and GT4s. So what's going to happen is you're going to have still the 2 30-minute races, but one race is going to be with the GT3 car, and then the second race is GT4, and it'll just be alternating. So it'll be GT3, GT4, and then GT4, GT3 as we go through the different rounds. Easy for me to explain. You'll get the gist as you watch, but so mixing it up a little bit, that'd be good. So different cars as well in the mix, which will even better. But taking nothing away from these, been a superb little championship this, and Too Fast is loving it at the moment, isn't he? Yeah, out front, absolutely no worries whatsoever, and I think it's victory for him, you know, with just over 3 minutes left. And at one point I didn't even think he was in the race, did I? And here he is. He's going to be standing on that top step of the podium. Unfortunately though, it won't be for the championship, but it's still a good victory. Paul meanwhile still in second, but still being handled by Thomas, who's kept him behind him for a while now. Thomas just can't quite get close enough to get past Paul, at least not yet anyway. And then there's a big gap back to Chan in 4th place as Thomas slides it round the left-hander. And he's really hounding back at Paul, isn't he? And then, as I say, big gap back to Chan, who's still under pressure, and is actually under pressure from, and Rodders has dropped all the way back to 6th as well, so it's all changed again. But Chan's up to 4th. Hassled now by Wadru in 5th, and Wadru just more and more points he's gaining here. And I think he's got the championship wrapped up now as he makes his way into 4th place past Chan, because his title rival just ahead of him in 3rd now. So it's not going to be a big difference in points there at the end of the races there. And so I think you're looking at your new BMW VGT champion, Wadru. All these guys will be back, of course, for the new mixed manufacturer championship in a few weeks' time. So please join us. It'll be as entertaining as this, I promise you. And Roger then fourth, having a look to see if he can chase down Thomas, who's chasing down Paul, and he's closer and closer, and he's getting there, and he's really wanting that second place. Paul's not going to give it to him yet though. Thomas really trying all he can to get what he can. It's been a valiant effort by him. Just wasn't quite enough in the end, was it? Roger just pipping him at the post there at the end. And but he'll be back, Thomas, that's for sure. And we'll see. But runners-up's good. Not as good as being champion, of course. Just the honour of being champion is something. But runner-up is still very good when you're in a league like this with drivers like this. Very difficult to get yourself into that top 2 and 3 positions. Chand also had a good finish to this championship. So hats off to him as well. And actually they have caught too fast, haven't they? But this is the final lap as we go back to too fast, because he's going to come over. So he just made it, but comfortable in the end really. So too fast, congratulations, victory here for the final race. Too fast first, Paul second, just from Thomas. My goodness, that was close. Neck and neck, just gets it by a bumper. Wadru is going to come in fourth. So did well in the end, Wadru. And here he is, your champion, as he finishes it off in style. Chand in 5th, Rod is 6th, Unforgiven 7th, good battle in the end there from those lot. Chuck in 8th, Molson in 9th, and coming up at the back is Jerry after he's off. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that championship, and I'll catch you again on the flip side with the new championship in a few weeks' time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.